Question 13. On the Venn diagram, shade the set, the union of B, the complement of that, intersect C. Now, in terms of shading Venn diagrams, what's best to start with is one part of the thing that you see. So for example, A here, I can at least lightly shade or just be aware of the fact that everything inside of this circle represents A. I can then extend that to being A union B. So I would now be highlighting this, and that's also going to include everything that is in this circle, including the intersection. Therefore, the union of A and B is that. And what we do is we keep increasing this one step at a time and shade the relevant areas that we end up with. And at any given point in time, you can, of course, delete what you've already done before. I'm going to leave the previous workings highlighted just so you can kind of see where I've come from. So that there in yellow is A union B. The intersection of that then becomes everything else. So everything that is outside of this yellow part is our complement of A union B, like so. So the pink part is then effectively, the pink part is all of this. Okay, and then we're going to intersect with C. Now I'm going to highlight C on its own first. I'm going to use the color orange here. So C happens to be everything that is in this circle. And when we're looking for the intersection of that circle and the pink part, our final answer then becomes this. So this section here is the part that I've highlighted in pink from our complement of A union B, and the part in orange which forms a bit of circle C. So when it comes to the final answer, I would erase or make it very obvious that that is what we want. So this section here is the shaded area that represents all of that. For part B, use set notation to describe the shaded region in the Venn diagram below. There's two ways of looking at this. So there's two different looking answers that are acceptable here. The first one to highlight is that if I represent this circle here as F, then I'm missing a bit of F. I happen to be intersecting that circle F with this shape here. So the pink and the blue shapes intersected will give me that shaded area here. And that pink shape is the union of D and E. So I would have D union E in a bracket intersecting with F. So that's one of the ways that we can describe this. Another way that we can describe this, and I'm just going to erase the colors now for this part, is I could look at this section here in green, which is the intersection of D and F. I can look at this section here, I'll do this in red, this section here in red, which is the intersection of E and F. And if I take the union of them, if that is I'm interested in everything that's within the green or everything that's within the red section, that will also give me an acceptable way of describing what's in grey. So two different ways of doing that, two acceptable answers.